Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tara and I am your interior design obsessed best friend. And today we're going to be talking about Zillow's hot home trends that they believe will be trending in 2024, and I have opinions. So let's get started. Before we get started, I just want to place the disclaimer that I myself have not even designed my own home. And my reasoning for that is, that I simply just never put the money into it. And the reason for that is because we're a one income family. So, trends to watch in 2024. The very first one is brutalism. Does it sound brutal? Does it sound brutalistic? Does it sound brutal? Let's dive into what brutalism is, okay? It is really an architectural style that came around in, I think, the 50s in the UK. I think it's kind of a cold, simple architectural style. It concentrates on certain types of materials. So we're looking at those big concrete buildings, and a lot of times it's a return to minimalism, which I appreciate. I really like minimalism, but brutalism, well, that there's a different story there. I think the idea is that you have kind of a blank canvas to work in, and that it's very plain. I can appreciate concrete and like using raw materials in your home. I think that can be really, really pretty and really beautiful. For example, some people use concrete floors or they want concrete countertops. If you are looking for like a very unique home where you can really put your personality into it, I think that's a good way to go. I don't see it myself as a trend. According to Zillow, they've seen a 452% increase in listings mentioning brutalism. Am I using Zillow wrong? Because when I look at houses on Zillow, which is a hobby, to be honest, I mostly am just like, I want a 4-bedroom, 3-bath house in this city with this many square feet and an extra office. Like I very rarely mention the architectural style of the home. Maybe I should. Maybe I should tell Zillow that I'm searching for a Mediterranean villa, but I've never done that. Okay, so next up, Zillow is predicting that sensory gardens and pathways are going to be on the rise in 2024. According to Zillow, listings mentioning sensory gardens and pathways are up 314%. This is a trend I could kind of see. I'm not really sure why though, but I think it's a good idea. A sensory garden or pathway, in case you don't know, is exactly what it sounds like. It's a garden that engages the senses. So, of course, you can see the garden and you can hear like the wind blowing. Maybe you hang some wind chimes. Maybe you put in a bird feeder so birds come in and you can hear the birds. You can smell, there's like aromatic plants. You can taste, maybe you're growing fruit, maybe you are growing herbs. I think it's a good idea, especially with the post pandemic life where I feel like we are all stressed, we all have anxiety, and maybe being out in nature a little bit more is the ultimate goal here. So, yeah, sensory gardens, I think they're a good idea. Maybe we will see a trend in that being in people's homes in 2024. Maybe we'll all calm down a little bit and stop being so polarizing on the internet. So the next thing that Zillow is predicting will be a trend in 2024 is cold plunge pools. I can really see this being a trend because I'm someone who throughout my life has been concerned with my health, and I know that this is a trend in the health community. However, I'm just going to place my personal opinion here. You didn't ask for it, but you're on my channel, so you're going to get it. But you could just take a cold shower. I think if you're looking for a home in 2024 and you want a cold plunge pool, you should and expect that you're going to have to put that in yourself. I'm not a real estate agent, but I know that they're not in every home in America. The article specifically says move over hot tubs. I completely disagree. I think hot tubs are here to stay. It is so relaxing. And yes, I know you could just go get in the bathtub, but there's more room. It's a social engagement. It's a hosting. It's entertainment, and it's relaxing, which is what I really want to do in my home. The fourth trend that Zillow believes we will be experiencing in 2024 is pickleball courts. Is basically smaller tennis. All right. Nationwide, pickleball courts are mentioned in listings 64% more often going into 2024. I know that pickleball is trending. My local university also just recently started a pickleball club, and I think it's cool. Like, pickleball is fun. Do we need the pickleball court at our house, or can we just like be a member of a club, like a country club, or maybe you purchase a house that's in like a community that has a club. Sometimes they have developments that have little clubs with pools that the whole neighborhood shares. Maybe we could have a pickleball court there. Well, do I need a full basketball court? Well, it depends on who you are. Like, are you an NBA player? You might need it. But are you not an NBA player? You probably don't. I don't know. This is a weird one to me. It says, since pickleball is such a social sport, an at home court has become the latest entertaining feature, like an outdoor kitchen or a pizza oven. I'm going to pump the brakes. I want to hold it right there. If you invite me over and you're like, oh, we're just going to casually like run a few games of pickleball, I'm leaving. I'm leaving. Because look, if you invite me over and you say, oh, like, let's cook dinner, yes, that is entertaining. You want to cook our own pizza in your brick pizza oven? Yes, fun. But if you're going to invite me over for a surprise game of pickleball, I just really feel like that's really poor entertainment styles. Like, I need to prepare. I need proper clothing. I need proper shoes. I need proper body care. Like, did I put on deodorant today? I don't know. Like, should I bring over shower materials? Do I need a change of clothes? Am I going home after, or are we still hanging out? Because I need to know so that I bring over the proper things to hang out with you. Don't invite people over and then expect them to exercise. That's weird. It's a weird thing to ask for. Now, invite them over and offer them drinks. Normal. Invite them over and offer them food. Normal. Invite them over and tell them we're about to go work out. Not normal. I don't think that pickleball is going to replace your outdoor barbecue. The fifth item that Zillow says we will be seeing as a trend in 2024 is Murano glass chandeliers. If you're an avid traveler and you collect items from all over the world, like, I got this rug in Turkey, I got these glasses in Morocco. Oh, I got this sitar from my time in India. I think that's wonderful. Beautiful. Love it. Display those things in your house. When I think Murano glass chandelier, this is kind of what I come up with in my head. And I hate it. Despise this. And if this is what we're talking about, if I saw this in a home that I was touring because I'm about to purchase a home, I would be like, that has to go immediately. Like, you don't belong with me. We're not a match. And then I see ones like this, and this is complex and it is interesting, and it's definitely not classic in any way. I do like this. It is a kind of a neutralish tone. It looks brown. It looks brown, kind of gold, kind of taupe, kind of orange. We're getting earth tones from it. I do like that, but the really colorful ones, the crazy shapes, I don't like that. And I'm really surprised that we would even see this come up in listings, because when I think of what a real estate agent might put into the description of a home, I don't usually think of like lighting fixtures as being something that they would list, but here we are talking about it. It says they're being featured 58% more often than last year. The sixth and final item that we're going to be discussing is murals. I actually don't think this is a new trend in 2024. I've seen this for a couple years and I don't love it and I don't hate it. And I don't think it will be any more on the rise than it was in 2023. But I do think, again, we're moving away from that minimalistic, plain, all white, beige, and gray. room. And adding a mural to your wall is very much like a conversation starter, a statement piece, something that you can, dare I say, invite your friends over to see. I think it would be really cool to like hire a local artist and tell them your vision and have them kind of freestyle it. But the problem with that is that if you hate it, what are you gonna do? Like insult them and paint over it? I mean, they'll never know. If you are a quirky and an eccentric person, then by all means, like put a mural in your living room. I think that's cool. I don't know if I would do it. And I definitely don't think we'll see it trending in the same way that we saw like boucle chairs. It's just not that accessible to everybody. It's not something that you can like easily replace like a boucle chair. So I don't see it being a major trend. So that is it. Those are the 6 trends that Zillow says we will be seeing in 2024. Let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree. But before we go, I do want to say that they have a few items that they believe are going out of style in 2024. And I do want to touch on those as well because I still have my opinions. For mentions of things on the way out of style in 2024, there's a few topics that I want to discuss still. So the first one is shosugiban. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I could be butchering it, but it's a Japanese technique, from what I understand, of charring wood, having it create some sort of like burnt, weathered, kind of older look. Now, I was never aware that it was in. I'm going to be honest. I think that this look is cool. I really do. I personally don't gravitate towards like darker woods all that often, although it does happen. And I think that the burnt look is cool. I just don't think it was really all that trendy to begin with. The next trend on the way out in 2024 is what they call the cloffice. It stands for closet office. I agree with the sentiment, but home offices are definitely here to stay. And if you live in a small space and the closet is where you placed your office, then you're going to keep it. Homes need offices these days, especially post pandemic when we're talking about a lot of people working from home. And I know that there's a push to go back into the office, but in general, I feel like a lot of industries are allowing their employees to work from home. I suspect that this will never go out of style. And I don't think it is a style. I think this is kind of like having a kitchen. We need it. I never heard the term cloffice, and I would be hard pressed to find a listing that mentions Clawfish. Like, here are all the wonderful things about my listing, and by the way, it has a Clawfish. No. The third and final item that is going out of style in 2024, they believe is a Tuscan kitchen. I am going to say that I disagree with this trend, but only because I think it's changing and not going away. In the early to mid 2000s, when Tuscan kitchen was like really, really trendy, we saw a lot of like mid-toned wood, brick, the brown granite. It was very brown. It was just very brown and dull and dark and dingy. Even kind of looks dirty. Today, we would definitely say, oh, this is dated. I feel like I used a lot of D words in that description. But my point is, that hasn't been a trend for a long time. And I would even argue that Mediterranean style kitchens are on the rise, but we're not calling it Tuscan. Because when you think Tuscan, don't you just think of like sunsets and orange and I don't know, like I do. We've moved into a different part of the Mediterranean and we're looking more a lot. I'm not saying every home looks like this, but I feel like it is a trend to have a Tuscan style kitchen where you see a lot more like cedar plank and you see the plank countertops and you see like big stone, like concrete or terracotta archways. I feel like you can see a lot of like brass and bronze being used for fixtures and lighting and all of that kind of stuff. And we're taking inspiration from all of those Mediterranean countries like Greece, Italy, France, Spain, Turkey, Morocco, all of that. And I still think that that is on trend. I think we're just moving away from that sort of dark 2000s version of Tuscany. So that concludes my assessment of Zillow's 2024 Hot Trends prediction. And If you agree or disagree, then, leave a comment below. Let's, all be respectful. This is just for fun after all. And yeah, that's it. I hope you guys have a lovely, beautiful day in your home, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.